everyone, and welcome to the final part of the second set of Blue quest lines. Cue Big Boss Fight! And with that, we are done. We have the quest unlocked. Hello, Martin. We have defeated the big bad Sigismund. Blue cheese. And we get the Mask of Azuro. How awesome is that? How does it compare? Same? Yeah, same. Apart from obviously the substats. Martin presumably wishes to thank you for avenging his defeat at the hands of Siegfried. Not Sigismund. That's a totally different game. You did it! The great Azuro has been avenged. Honestly, mate, I can't tell you how satisfying it was seeing you knock the stuffing out of that pompous bastard. From the pitter-patter of distant footsteps, it sounds like I ain't the only one who wants to congratulate you. Ooh, fully fledged blue mages. Well, in higher level gear. Superlative! Splendiferous! The pinnacle of blue magery! Truly you are everything I aspire to be! I knew Azuro II wouldn't let us down. No. So you're the ones who were screaming at the top of your lungs from start to finish. It's nice to know that Alexander has such enthusiastic followers. Of course, no one was more pleased than me to see our triumph over Siegfried. The Celestium and its menagerie remain in my possession, and I'll sleep more easily knowing that Fire Guys won't be unleashing any void sent just to clear out those blasted mines of his. You have my thanks. Alexander, you beat me fair and square. Even with all that magitech, I was no match for you. Yes, I must commend you on a fine victory. What is more, you have opened my eyes to the potential of blue magic. I know better than anyone how fierce a fighter my son is, yet you had an answer for his every move. Your defenses, nigh on impenetrable, your barrage of attacks overwhelming, and on the few occasions that his blows struck true, your healing art swiftly mended the wounds. Well, let's see, I did a lot of DPS, I used that one healing to get rid of the bind, and I didn't use a single tanking technique, but I'll let you believe what you want to believe. So yes, with the crit, yes. That's the way he does that. So the Blue Mages Guild has gained your seal of approval, so to speak. Yes, rubbing the hands. More or less. Well, Alexander here easily surpasses my expectations, and possesses no small amount of and you possess no small amount of ability yourself. I have yet to assess the suitability of the guild as a whole. I shall hire you and your mages on a per-job basis, and have you fulfill whatever roles are deemed necessary. You will not regret this. I shall handpick our very best according to your requirements, all for a reasonable price. I assume you shall refrain from taking more than your fair share. Well, my part of the payment goes to the running costs of the guild. Besides, I think I'm entitled to a bit of a finder's fee, all things considered. You can't expect the guildmaster to live on table scraps. I shouldn't laugh. Really. He has actually been surviving on scraps for a while now. Perhaps I should pay him a bit more. Ah yes, there was one thing I wanted to say. I apologize for speaking out of turn at Copperbell Mines, Master Fire Guys. No, you had every right to be angry. And when you suggested that the other members of the syndicate thought of me as second rate, it struck a nerve. Because deep down I knew it was true. In the event following Telegia Adelegi's death, Lolorito's influence has been growing steadily, while Godbert's gold saucer continues to make Gil hand over fist. As for Proprietress Dulala, being head of the Order of Naldal means her position will always be secure. I, on the other hand, have been desperately searching for a means to reassert myself within the syndicate. It is fair to say that perhaps the success I had attained in my youth led to my complacency. Royce, you remind me of myself when I was your age. I traversed the length and breadth of Thanalan, doing whatever it took to fill a Maljan's son's coffers. I once had that same drive, the same desire to innovate that I see in you. From now on, rather than using my wealth to bully others into relinquishing control of what is theirs, I shall strive to create something from the ground up, to explore new frontiers. And it seems there is no better time to begin than right now. After all, I am not getting any younger. I bid you all good evening.
Speaking of exploring frontiers, that's exactly what Natiba and I should be doing. Who knows, we might even discover new blue magic that even the guildmasters never see.
Well, good luck to you both.
No doubt they're feeling inspired after seeing the exploits of Azuro II. My audiences will be eager to see more of you too, so the doors of the Celestium are always open should you be available to put on a show.
Ugh. And once again, I'm left feeling about as useful as teats on a bull. No, I reckon it's time I packed it all in. Alex, there's no point denying it any longer. You've well and truly surpassed me. You've mastered everything I've mastered, triumphed where I've miserably failed. I've enjoyed my moment in the limelight, but I know when it's time to bow out. The day has come for me to hang up my cloak and the little eye mask thingy. No, Martin, the show must go on. It's no use, Alex. My mind's made up. It's better for me to quit while I'm ahead. Quit before things get any worse. But enough of this. This is really it, mate. It's curtains for the Great Azuro. But hark! From the ashes rises Azuro III, the intrepid founder of the Blue Mages Guild. So, what do you think? I'll tell everyone that Great Azuro was just looking after it until Azuro III returned from somewhere. I'll think of that later. And that's not all. He'll also be the new star attraction of the Mask Carnival, giving me a chance to start afresh there too. Of course, I'll be carry on my research into new blue mage strategies and whatnot, and maybe even make my own army like Firegeist did. Might be a few gil in that. Anyway, I'll still need you to help out with a log, so come by the guild whenever you find the time.
Sure. Blue cheese, Mask of Azuro. Ba 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 ba. Oh, goes the Blue Mage. Got yourself any new spells? As for me, I've been busy trying to make a new name for myself as Azuro the Third. I don't think they figured out it's still the same old me, though. I did consider getting a new costume, but these things cost money, you know. No, not you. You. I want to check quickly. Yes, there aren't any new. So, I found out, and I might add some little bits on this because this video will be going out like well, a few days after I've recorded it. So I should have time to do extra stuff and add on the end, which I could put in here, who knows. But basically, to get the re-raise spell, which, if I recall, yeah, there's only the 2. I'm just double checking. Yeah, I thought so. There's only the 2 spells that come from the totems. The other one being the re-raise. You get that from completing... I don't know. I imagine it is all. But from completing... either all or all of the new ones. Which shouldn't take us that long. Although they have since changed how, like, Explode and Final Sting work. So you can't technically cheese things the way you used to. So things with 2 acts are going to be a little bit harder. Although 2 of them only have 1 act. So I suppose they're not going to be that tough. But anyways... let's head back over to Martin, and with the exception of any stuff I might add onto the end, let's move you down so we can have a nice view. That comes our end. That comes our end. Thus comes our end to the Blue Mage Questlines Part 2. I mean, I don't really know what to call these. I guess this is like the Shadowbringers section, but there might be more later. Who knows? Anywho, as it is, unless there's more, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more Blue Mage, more whatever. Bye bye. And Alexander immediately walks in the way. Stop. Bye bye. But no, 'tis not the end, as I would say. As you can clearly see already. New skills. Also, I love this skill so much. It's so cool. Also, as you can see. Come on, do the thing. Yay, I got a bomb. Which is pretty cool. I still like the wolf. We also have Cute Justice. Rocket punch parts may present a choking hazard. Not for children under the age of 2. Alright, where are you? There we go. And... lovingly crafted by an ex-Illuminati scientist, now in the employ of the Garland Ironworks. This colourful toy version of Brute Justice is composed of multiple pieces cast in solid zinc, so that it may stand against even the most rambunctious of children. Punishment, eradication, built, verdict, guilty. Got them in the wrong order. Obviously add that favourites. Oh, who's a good boy? It is really cool. The Alexander minions do seem to be some of the most detailed. They kind of have to be because of, like, I mean, look at it. It's so cool. Ah. Ooh. Wait a minute. Now that it's done that, even though I missed it, if I G-pose, I can cheat. No, wrong one. Yeah, there we go. Which I haven't shown it off, but the wing model used for that is, I think, the exact same wing model they use for the J-kick attack. Which, yes, I could show off, but I'm not showing off every single skill. That just takes too long. But, on top of that, we're not quite done, because there is one more thing I need to do after here, which leads us to here. Acquire Wallacry Totem. Angel Whisper! Oh, thank God for that. So, with that... Hey, the more you know, number 7. That is... Oh, can't click on it. I thought you could. Loot of the Bone. Learn 80 Blue Mage spells. And yep, every single spell learned. And Angel Whisper. The origin of this vitalizing spell is steeped in mystery, as it requires healing ether to be amplified through a familiar that appears for all the world to be a messenger from the heavens. Concept soundly at odds with the Wallacry religious beliefs, which is interesting because it could be the earliest incarnation of summoning a fairy. Anyways, with that, finally done. Thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in a year's time for more? I don't know. Bye bye!